Hi guys, it's Inspirational Nails, and I want to go ahead and do this review on the Creative Shop stamper, okay? And I just got it a couple days ago, and I've been playing around with it since I've come back from my cruise, and I've been having a lot of fun with this stamper, okay? And it is from a company called Creative Shop, and this is their website, and this is their email address. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, they are in the Ukraine. Okay, if I stand corrected. Okay, and then as you see, none of this is in English, but basically, I think it talks about the things that they sell, because I know they do sell Bundle Monster and Moyu London plates. Okay, and I originally saw this company about 8 months ago on a video. And the video was from a female basically showing products from the actual site, not this stamper though. They were just showing, I guess, that they sell Bundle Monster plates. And it piqued my interest, but I never went on to the site. Then I did see another YouTuber, and I'm going to put her name. I'm going to show it to you guys. She is amazing. She shows a lot of great stamping videos. So you do want to check her out. I didn't want to butcher her name. So this is her YouTube channel. And she also did a review on this actual stamper. And I had purchased it. And I actually have actually been watching them on Facebook as well. So again, they are a brand new company, and they have a lot of stamping plates and also this actual stamper. Now this stamper is humongous. Look how big it is, okay? And it comes with this metal holder, okay? And basically it looks like a shot glass. Exactly what it looks like. At first I thought when I saw it I wouldn't like the actual holder, but actually it works really well the way it's shaped. I am a person that likes a more thicker grip when holding the stamper, and you know, when it's actually has a very good wide handle, and it just goes a little bit thinner when it gets to the end. And I will compare it to the Westonian holder. As you can see, it is much bigger. Okay, it's not as long, but it is much wider. Okay, and that's because of the stamper. Okay, and when it comes to the stamper itself, look at how much bigger it is compared to the Westonian stamper. Okay, I love this Westonian stamper, but one of the downfalls is when my nails get longer. As you can see, my thumb, this thumb is very long. It is harder to really get all that image on there, but I do work with it. Versus this one, it is much bigger, and I'm really able to get my whole nail onto the image, onto my whole nail, especially when they get long. So I do love that. Now it is very squishy. Look at that. Okay, and this is made out of like a silicone base, versus like the Westonian one is made more of like a rubber base. So it is different. Now comparing it to Konad, look at how big it is compared to Konad. And as you see, it is way much more thicker than the Konad, okay, and wider. Okay, so definitely really does a amazing job at stamping. Now, I personally had to buff it, okay? And the reason is because when I was using it without, you know, doing anything to the actual stamper, it was picking up the image with more like Mundo de Uñas or handy nail polishes. But when it came to more regular nail polishes, polishes that are not stamping polishes, but they work really well to stamp, they were not picking up the whole image. It was had a lot of open space. And I can show you when I was testing it out, okay? Like here, probably won't see it that well, I apologize, but this one here, see how this heart it has a lot of like open spaces there. And this is when I was just playing around with like this one here. This is from Wet n Wild, which is not a stamping polish, but everybody knows it works really well. Okay, and then once I lightly buffed it and was repeating, you know, stamping again, look at how much better I got the whole image. Look at these butterflies. They came out perfect, but I did had to lightly buff it in order to take that kind of high gloss from it. But again, everybody is different. Okay, so once I did that, it worked really well. And the other thing is that it does stain, okay? And you might not see it, but it does have a little bit of a yellow tint to it because I was playing with some other polishes, all different type of colors, and it does get a little bit discolored. Now, I haven't tried the one that discolors very much so, which everybody knows, which is the Mundo de Uñas Mexican Pink. That one stains like every stamper. But I haven't tried it on here because I don't want to yet. I do have a special stamper I use just for that one because it does stamp. It does stain the stamper, okay? And now I'm going to show you the card itself. I just put it on top of this white one just because so you could see what it says. But it really is a clear card. And one of the things is that look how flexible it is compared to a regular card. See, it really doesn't have, when you're using a gift card or a credit card, it really doesn't have that flexibility like this one does, okay? It does have a really good flexibility. So I think that that is great, okay? And then I'm going to show you something else that I do like about the fact that the card is clear, okay? But I'm going to show you that in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what it looks like when I stamped. My nails are already done, so I did stamp this one here, and I used tinting colors that I made from my previous video, okay, which are like these here, and they are tinted polishes that I made, and basically I just stamped on top of it. And look at how pretty that is. That one I used from this plate here, which is my DRK-B plate, which is this image right there. Look at how cool that is, okay? And I am going to show you how it looks when you pick up some of these images. So I am going to actually test. This is a handy polish, okay? This is made for stamping, okay? And it's just like Mundo de Uñas. Okay, and I'm going to just show you how this looks with this image right here. Okay, and I'm going to use their card. Okay, here's the stamper. And there is the image. Look at how pretty that picked up. Now I'm going to show you on my roller how it looks. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it came out absolutely beautiful. Okay, and the next one, I'm just gonna clean off the stamper because it has some residue on there. Okay, now I'm gonna try another image. I'm gonna try the butterfly one, and I'm gonna use a regular nail polish, which is the Wet n Wild black. Okay. And again, I am going to swipe, take my stamper, and there is the image. Okay, and look how beautiful that is. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you how you can take the nail, okay, and just smush it in there so that you can grab a hold of that image. Okay, and there it is. Look at how great that looks. And if you have any like flying flurries on the side, you just push them down. But look at how nice that looks. Let me just put my little white card back in there so you could see how it looks. Isn't that beautiful? And you can actually take, you know, the tinted polishes and actually color on top versus underneath. So you can definitely play with those tint polishes above and underneath the actual image itself. So I hope that you do like this demonstration from this company called Creative shop. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you is what you can do with this card, which I think you guys are going to like this. I'm just going to clean off this image right here. And I hope it works. But if it doesn't, then, you know, it doesn't. But I am going to try this out. This is the first time I attempt it. So it's on air, okay? And now I am going to utilize the black again, okay? And I am going to use the butterflies once again, okay? So I'm hoping that this works. And I'm going to take my card, okay, swipe it, okay, take the stamper, oop, pick up the image. Well, it didn't pick up very well because it took too long, okay, but I'm just going to show you what I would utilize this card for. You see this open space here? You can actually put the image, well, it didn't take. But what I was thinking is to actually transfer the image onto this, and actually you can paint it. And then put a clear coat on top and then take it right off. You could utilize that. Now I'm not sure if it will work. We're going to try it again. But I'm going to try it with a actual stamping polish. So it doesn't take too long to dry. Okay, so we're just going to clean that image off. I'm going to try a different image. We'll try the little dots here just to see. And I'm going to try this purple one from Handy Polish. And then I'm going to swipe it. I'm going to swipe it with a different card just so that I don't have to take too long to actually get the image. There we go. So you can actually stamp right on the stamper and actually color it, put a clear coat, and actually take it right off. Just because it is a plastic and it doesn't mess up anything that you put on it. You can clean it off with acetone, and I'll just show you with a maybe this orange tint here. Okay, to color it. And you can go ahead and just put any color you want to color in the image. Okay. And then put a clear coat on top once it dries, and then you could peel it right off and actually use that as a nail wrap, your own nail sticker. By using the card itself. So definitely you can utilize it for different purposes. I think that is the great part of it. And the best part of it is that you can just take acetone and watch this. And you don't damage it. It cleans right off. It doesn't take any of the words off. See that? All clean. I think that's the best part of it, and it's absolutely amazing. The stamper is amazing. And again, if it's $12, I'm not sure if I said that, but for the card, the stamper holder, and the stamper, it's $12. So go check them out, guys. I do hope you like this review, and until the next one, bye guys.